Good.
Okay, Susan's got her chair. We're all happy. Let's start by having a seat. Take your legs out in front. So knowing we're going to work on balancing today, the whole purpose of everything that we do at the beginning is to warm up our legs and help feel the integration of your muscles and the supporting bones and ligaments and tendons so that when you stand on one leg, you don't just collapse. So even as you're sitting, maybe move the fleshy stuff out of the way. If you have any extra padding, you probably don't.
Extra
Down
padding,
here.
yeah, okay.
No, just a little bit. I mean, I have a little bit. And sit well here. And you can start that awareness right here with your feet, heels on the ground, toes up towards the sky. Finding a place for your hands. If your hands can reach the mat beside you, you may find that helps you find length from the back of your spine to the base of your neck. And if you find that you're sitting here and you're sitting so well that you're not breathing, let's see if you can sit well using the muscles of your entire core, that's the front, back, and sides, to hold you up. But relax your shoulders and take some breath. If you were with me earlier this week, we talked about the Ujjayi breath being like you were fogging up a mirror on your exhale, but your mouth stays closed. So bring yourself back to that awareness with your inhale and then your exhale, like you're saying, and fogging up that mirror. Take a deep breath in. It's kind of amazing how it can be challenging just to sit in this straight posture, not slouching, not collapsing. We're about to move. Stay with me. Breathe in. Good. And then breathe out. Let's gently bring the soles of your feet together and bring yourself to a more easy sitting pose. Maybe it's totally with your legs crossed underneath each other. Maybe one heel is in front of the other shin. And take a couple seated cat-cows here, bringing your hands to your knees, dropping your chin to your chest. Rounding your back, and then exhale, go the other way. Lift your chest a lot, spread your collarbones really wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale as you pull that space from the bottom of your sternum to your belly button closer together. And then inhale, extend the space between your shoulders and your earlobes as you look up. Take a moment after you've moved around and find some grounding. Bring your hands together at heart center. And I invite you to ask the question of yourself, what is important to me today? No one else has to know. It's not there to be judged. Just ask yourself and answer truthfully. What is important to me today? Keep that in your mind. And we're going to transition to find a spinal twist. So since your legs are already crossed, try pulling your left heel a little bit more underneath your right thigh. And maybe your right foot can be on the floor with your leg bent. All right, if you're not good here, then take that left leg out and put it right in front of you. If you are good here, you can stay here and find your twist. You could take it further, take your right foot over your left knee. and then find your twist. So it's just varying degrees of pretzelness. It's up to you where you are today. But no matter where you are, your right knee is bent and you're twisting towards the right. Good. And I'm using my left hand in a couple different ways. You could use your left hand. That's good, Susan, just anchoring on that knee. You could also maybe take your elbow and find a reach outside of that leg. Again, just varying degrees. We have a whole spectrum here, and it's your first opening of your ribs and your hips and your waist, so go easy. Notice if your right shoulder is caving down and see if you can draw your right shoulder back.
Oh, okay.
Good, breathe. All right, without just popping out, see if you can unwind slowly. So release the grip that you have on your knee. Bring your other leg around. Straighten out your right leg. And my left leg is still bent, so let's all just stop here for a moment. Right leg now comes straight out. Left knee was bent from before. Fold toward your right leg. You don't have to go nose to knee. You can just find some place to anchor your hands on your shin. Close your eyes here for a second. Feel this opening that you might experience in your low back as you press your left hip bone down into the mat. So I'm not letting myself roll over at all. Soften your face, soften your jaw. Give yourself that time. We meet resistance with resistance. We have to kind of just stay through it and breathe to find a place where there might be just a smidge of opening. Practice your breath in through your nose. Fog that mirror with your mouth closed. Exhale. Thinking about how the whole back of your leg, when you're standing on one leg, you need the length, you need the flexibility to be able to straighten your legs and be strong. So stretching out the leg, allowing that length to happen is going to help you when you're balancing, because then you can really lengthen that leg. Right, gently walk back up. Let's switch how we were. So bring your right knee in. Bring that ankle a little bit more tucked up underneath your left thigh. Left foot on the floor. This is your first step. If you're good here, you might want to move on. If you're not good here, then your right leg is going to come out and your left leg to the floor. All right, everybody's good. Okay, some of you may want to take this left foot, cross it over. Good, Marco and Michaela, you guys are there. Over your right thigh, and now we're twisting to the left. I like to go in progression. It's kind of like baking, right? You know, there's a right order to do things. If you don't do it in the right order, it ends up not turning out the same. So allow yourself this space where you're just anchoring your hand, maybe first on your leg, and then see if you can exhale, open your ribs to the left more. Now there's more space for your right elbow to find the outside of your left knee, maybe.
No.
Good, Alana. Yeah, maybe not. That's okay. Notice if your left shoulder is crunching forward or caving down. You want to take that shoulder. Remind your left shoulder we're drawing the left shoulder back. Good. Go to your breath. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Steady. Breathe out. One more moment here. Find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Unwind slowly. Release your right arm. Bring your left arm around. Release your left leg. Good. And sit in the easy pose once more. I have my legs crossed. That's comfortable for me, but you could sit on something if you remember. Oh, Marco's reminding me. Thank you, Marco.
Yeah, I'm like
left leg out, right leg in. I always have some students, and it's the engineers who remember. They remember that things have to be balanced on both sides, right?
The accountant.
Oh,
Yeah, like I'm more of a creative type. I'll like go off over here and forget completely about the other side. My accountants, my engineers, my scientists, they remind me it has to balance out. The equation has to balance, right? Hello,
and those with
come do
OCD.
yoga with us.
This is Elizabeth. She's going to do yoga with us.
Hi.
Awesome. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey.
All right, we got our left foot forward and our right knee bent. And remind me the dog's name, Chris.
Harley.
'Cause that's important. Harley. And Harley is right in the middle. Okay. All right, friends. We're walking our hands down the left leg just to the degree that you can. And bringing your chest gently towards your left thigh. Maybe your hand can reach for the sole of your foot. But even if it doesn't, let your feet be straight up towards the ceiling. Good. All right, big breath in here. Let it go on your exhale. Come all the way back up to center. All right, now we can cross our legs. There we go. All right, I'm putting my right hand down behind me. Take your left hand. You may reach for your wrist, or you may be able to reach further and reach more for your elbow. It just depends on your shoulder mobility. So I'm sure everybody can reach wrist to wrist. All right, left hand reaching for right wrist. Some of you may be able to take this further and see how I have more of a figure 4 on my back. I don't have great shoulder mobility, so this is more intense for me. Point being, whichever way you are, now we're squeezing our shoulder blades together, getting a lot of opening through that shoulder here. Relax your chin. You may want to drop your right ear towards your right shoulder gently. So opening up through the whole left side. Lots of tension through your left shoulder, lots of tension through your left arm and your left side of your neck. Good. All right, let that go. Take your arms up above your head. Take a big stretch here. All right, and we'll go the other way. So my left hand comes down. Take it behind my back. Right hand reaches maybe just for the wrist, and you can just kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together, lengthen your arms. Maybe your right hand might reach more for the forearm underneath your elbow.
Oh, shit.
All right, and then you can stay here for a moment. And if you'd like, you can drop your left ear gently towards your left shoulder. Okay, good work. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go. And let's all go to our hands and knees on the mat. Elizabeth, do you have a mat, or are you guys sharing there? Yeah? Okay, good. She's got.
We're good. I've got us muted because we'll be talking.
Okay, no problem. All right, big breath in here. We're all going to go to downward facing dog. So travel on your exhale, lift your hips, send your belly towards your thighs. And for each of you by now, this should feel familiar. Pushing the mat away through your arms. Soften your knees here as much as you like, or walk your toes in so that you concentrate more on dropping your heels towards the floor. If you can see yourself, check in that you look like a V as opposed to a U. So you want to have that tailbone pointing up high with a nice flat back, and you achieve that by dropping your head between your arms. Good work. Good. Breathe in. All right, some of you may want to drop your left knee and take your right foot forward for low lunge. The other option is to take your right leg up here in your dog. And then step your right foot to your right hand. Remember that squeeze of knee to nose to get there, and we'll all drop our left knee. We were talking about blankets earlier, so you can put one underneath your left knee. Good. All right, we're opening the hips and the hip flexor so that we can balance well. So lunge in. You may want to have your hands by your sides, palms facing forward. You already are nice and open in your shoulders. So set your chin neutral, but squeeze your shoulder blades together, really active all the way to your fingertips. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Let's keep this position with our legs and flow with our arms 3 times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. The connection between breath and movement is your focus right here. Inhale, reach up. Use the Ujjayi breath. Exhale through your nose, heart center. Allow yourself to be split open a little bit. Good things come from being stretched. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work. Bring your hands to the mat inside of your right foot. Scoot your back knee back a bit.
Oh.
Uh-oh, now we're in lizard.
You and that lizard.
Here we are. Here we are.
Oh.
Just happens so easily, huh? Just gets there. All right, both hands are on the mat or a block. And my right knee is right over my right heel. So just take your right foot just forward like a few inches. You can pick it up, go, come on. There you go. There you go. That's it.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
I did say to take
right,
it easy on me, didn't I?
This is me being nice.
Oh.
Fortunately, I'm nice all the time. How about that?
Okay.
All right, big breath in. Good. Walk your fingertips towards your left knee, straighten out your right leg. Let your toes flex up towards the ceiling. There's this bottom of your tailbone here, right at the base of your spine. Press your hips back. Good. You can come back through your hands and knees and then go to down dog, or you can practice going through a low lunge. Hands are on the mat. Sweep your right foot up and back, and then coming back to your down dog. Either way, we're all going to down dog. Spend a couple seconds in your downward dog, maybe pedaling out your legs, bending one knee, then the other. All right, option to drop your right knee and step your left foot forward, or from your downward dog, sweep your left leg up. Take a moment here, find the length. Then as you squeeze your left knee to nose, shift forward, pull that foot through. Everyone meet in this low lunge with your right knee down. Left foot forward. If you look down at your left foot, you should see this nice 90-degree turn of your knee straight down over your ankle and then your foot flat on the floor. Stand up, take your hands by your sides, palms forward, and find this big lunge. Maybe close your eyes. Go back to the answer of the question. I was reading this really great book about businesses and where they started. If you've ever listened to the podcast, How I Built This, it's so interesting to me. And one of the concepts is that there's no better measure of your values than how you are spending your time. And I just thought about that because a lot of times in our jobs, inhale, reach your arms up. Or in the work we do at home, we're so busy, and then we're not really spending the time on the stuff that we would say is what is valuable. We're just spending the time on the stuff. Let's find our arms with our flow 3 times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. I'm allowing some space in this right leg. Good. So you can scoot your right knee back a little bit more, Chris Hope. Inhale, reach up. Yeah. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take your hands all the way down to the mat inside of your left leg. Take your right knee back a degree.
Oh,
Oh, settle into this lizard right here. Feel that opening, that's very intense through your right hip, front of your right leg. That's your hip flexor there.
oh,
This is where your breath is part of your practice. So settle in, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Can you slow down your breath just this last time? Take the tension out of your shoulders.
oh.
Good. Walk your hands back towards your right knee. Take the weight back, lifting your toes on your left leg, straightening out that leg.
Oh.
Good. Breathe here. Tent your fingers or use the block if your hands aren't quite on the floor.
I'm tenting. Block's too far away.
Yeah. Tenting works, right? Or put them on your leg. All right. You can come back to your hands and knees or tuck your toes, lift your right knee. Practice going from your low lunge. Belly is in tight. Sweep your left leg up and back.
Downward dog.
And then step both feet down. Good work. Breathe in. We're all going to meet wherever you are. We're walking to the top of the mat. So if you're on your hands and knees, you just stand up. If you're in your downward dog, walk your feet forward. Hang for a moment before you rise up. Put your feet about hip width distance apart. Let your head hang. Find a place for your arms. Maybe wrap your arms around the backs of your legs today. And just give yourself this big hug right here. Let in the crown of your head like it's opening up, pouring onto the floor. Big fold. A little softness in your knees is still going to allow you to find that deep forward fold. So soften your knees as much as you can. Think of drawing your chest towards your thighs. Good. Release your hands. Ground down through your feet, all four corners, even the outer and inner arches, and then rise up. Stand all the way up. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's start with tree for our first balance, just to find our grounding. Stand on your right leg. Bring your left leg to your ankle or up to your inner thigh. Or some of you may want to play with the more challenging version if you're up for it. Bring your left heel to the hip crease.
Oh, good Lord.
Maybe pull over, Chris.
Tell me how you really feel, Chris, because I don't know. All
I'm gonna have
right,
to
look
mute
at
my
you.
mic.
Oh, there you go. It's all good. All right, everybody, we're right here, hands out by our sides. We got some partner yoga going on, and the dog's very excited at Chris's house. He wants to do tree too. All right, belly in. Start lifting your arms. Good, breathe here. Lift through your ribs. Stand up strong in your standing leg. If you've got a partner, turn your hands facing out and you can put your palms to that person. Imaginary partners with each other here. Good, one more breath. Let it go all the way down. Release that leg. Step your feet apart. Take a big side facing forward fold. Resetting, lengthening through the back of your legs. Let your head hang. Some of you may want to interlace your hands behind your back and let your arms float up away from your back. Everyone, put the crown of your head facing straight down, not looking forward. And just think like you were going to rest your head towards the floor. It's driving straight down towards the floor. Take your arms out now to the sides like a T. Squeeze your glutes, hug in your belly button to spine, rise all the way up. Good, bring your feet back together. Tree on the other side, stand on your left leg. Decide how you want to go.
Oh.
Right foot to inner thigh on the left. Or bringing your right heel to this crease on your left leg. Regardless of where you are, no matter what version it is, your knee is pushing back. So you're pushing that knee parallel as opposed to being more forward. You're trying to have that knee be pointing straight out to the side.
Stand still.
Yeah. All right. Your chair is there. Nice, Marco and Michaela. Good, Susan. And let's all take our arms gently up. Can I stay on this side? Come on, leg. That's it, Alana. Get there. Good, Terry. Really beautiful tree, Elizabeth. Good job. Inhale, reach up, lift through your ribs. All right. Hold it here. Let's play with closing your eyes. Plug your left foot into the floor. Really strong through this left leg. I know the closing of the eyes creates the domino effect. Then we all fall down. Open your eyes. Let it go. Take your feet out wide. We're going to switch our weight to the right foot. Take a big lunge here. This is level 1. I'm not taking my hips all the way to the floor. Level 2, put your hands down to the block or to the floor. Get deeper down here. It requires more ankle mobility, so if that's not good for you, don't do that. This is your hockey move, Chris. All right?
Yeah.
This is what you said you wanted to do. Here we are. We're scooping up the puck. I don't play hockey. I'm assuming you do something like down here, right? With that puck.
Usually the knee's already on the ground.
Oh, there. Well, see, you don't have to put your knees on the ground. You're a yogi, huh? All right, walk your fingers across, other way. Here's option 1. Just in a nice stretch. That's good for you, probably, Terry, not overdoing it in the knees. Or, Elizabeth, you can come all the way down here. Dropping down, good.
Oh, there we go.
Good. And I'm really trying not to feel this knee hurting. I'm trying to feel more opening through the opposite leg.
I can't get in the right position.
All right, walk your hands forward. All right, starting from here, it is balance day. So you can do the same thing we just did, or go all the way down, but we're gonna use no hands. Hands to heart center. And here we go. We're leaning to the right. You might just be stopping right here. You might challenge yourself. The worst that happens is you have to use your hands to help get back up or fall down. We're going all the way down.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
Good. All right, I gotta be strong through this midsection, including the sides, belly, and back. Glutes are gonna help me. Uh-oh, it got too hard, we lost one. All right, ready? Push off through your left foot, come up through center, go to the other side, no hands.
Nope. Oh. 5.
You know, y'all are so used to challenges now, you don't even like get that excited about it. Okay, come back up to center. Stand up. All right, let's do it again. Ready? No hands. If you want the super challenge, your hands are up. Ready? Lifting through your chest. All right, lean to the right. Ta-da!
Oh.
No hands. Come on up. Go the other way. You're rocking it, Michaela. Good job. Good job, Chris. All right, come back up. We lost Marco. All right, stand up, everybody. Good job.
I gotta stretch my mat.
Is Marco okay?
And
Marco rolled off down the hill. Okay, Marco, good job. It means you're trying if you fall down. Chair is optional. If you're going to use your chair, take that advantage of the chair, take a forward fold. If you don't have your chair, just take a flat back. Same feeling. One is with my arms on the chair. The other is with my hands on my legs. So up to you. Good. Stand all the way up. All right. We're going to do airplane. Your option is
chair.
Hands, right leg up, and hands are back, palms are down. You could use one hand on the chair. I would recommend using the right hand while you lift the right leg so you can keep those hips squared and take your left hand back. I think that each of you can handle just one hand on the chair. If you need both, here you are, but I think you can do it.
Oh.
All right, we're all gonna be here. Good, right leg back. You can have your right hand on the chair, but let go of your left hand and reach with your palm. Flip your hand around, Alana, so palm is down, like something is coming. Yeah, there you go. And you're squaring your hips, suck your belly in, and set your gaze more forward, not down. And now breathe. Drive your right heel up. Now you see why we had to warm up the legs. Breathe in. Good. Make it nice and controlled. You can hang on to the chair. Bring your right knee up and stand up. Meet me right here. Set that foot down. All right. Shake it out.
The other side.
Other side. That is correct. My engineers and accountants won't let me forget. All right. Ready? Okay. Airplane on this side. Start by lifting your knee, and then you get good alignment because you can track your left foot straight back.
No.
If you're going to hold on to the chair and you start with both hands, see if you can let go with your right hand, taking your hand straight down or palm straight facing down, spreading out your fingers. If you're looking down at your right foot, first just tell your right toes to relax and then look forward. Hug your belly in, lift through your left heel. Good. Straighten your left leg as much as you can. Nice, Alana. Good, Susan. Breathe. All right, gently, you can hang onto the chair. Lift your left leg up and set it down. Take that forward fold and then find a flat back or hands on the chair, stretching out your shoulders and your back and the backs of your legs. Good, stand all the way up. All right, some of you remember the other day when we were on our hands and knees and we reached for our foot? Remember that? So
Yeah.
that was kind of like helping us work up. Yeah, that was fun. So dancer, left hand is on the chair or on your hip. Find your right foot in your right hand. So same hand as foot. So right foot, right hand. Good. All right. If you've got the chair, you can just gently lean forward, bending your elbow, thinking about lifting your right knee. If you don't have the chair, take your left thumb right straight out in front. All right. Yeah. So Marco, reach straight forward with your thumb up, and that's going to help kind of give you that balance. Good. Reach a lot through your left thumb.
Balance.
Some days we got it, some days not. It's okay.
Today's one of those
Push a
days I
lot
don't
with
have.
your resistance. Yeah. Take your right foot and give yourself a lot of resistance into your right hand. That tension actually helps. Good.
Oh,
All right. Breathe. Let's do the other side and we'll come back and do it on both sides one more time. Erase whatever your experience was on this side. Only keep what you've learned that was helpful to you. Let go of all the other things and go to the other side. You can steady yourself with your right hand on your chair. Bend your left knee. Reach for the inside of your left foot. This is your first step, just working on getting that mobility to reach for your foot. Good. If you're ready, you start to lift your left knee, bend forward. You can use that chair as balance there. Good. If you don't have the chair, your gaze is really important. So for Marco and Nick who are being risky, wow, you guys look awesome without your chair. Good, Chris and Elizabeth, reach forward with your right hand. Let that help you set your gaze. Thumb up. Wobble, push through your right heel. Squeeze your glutes, lift your chest. All of you is working here. Breathe, reach. Good, let go. Oh, good, Terry. Good work, guys. Take a forward fold with a flat back. So hands on the chair and let that chest sag, or flat back here. Pushing your knees straight, pushing your shoulder blades together. Good, rise all the way back up. Dancer on the right, stand on your left leg. Maybe you're ready to see how you do without the chair. Maybe you need to re-experience what you did before. I'm just offering. All right, right hand, right foot.
I could have done it without the chair the first time, wouldn't better.
There you go. Okay, lifting through that right knee. Set your gaze not to the right, but forward.
Oh.
If you don't have the chair, your left thumb is up, reaching through those fingers. Good.
Oh.
Make resistance of your foot into your hand. That tension might help you a little bit. Breathe. All right, belly in, bring it down. Don't take a lot of time, just go straight to the other side. Right leg down, catch your left foot, set your gaze, come into this space right here. You're still a vertical line even as you move. All right, press your left foot into your left hand, lean forward. Strong right leg. There might be the tiniest bend in your right leg, but the whole right foot is holding you up. Really strong through the big muscles of your hamstring and quad on your right leg. Breathe. Oh, good work. Let it go, guys. All right. Fantastic. Good job. Do you want one more, or are you done with this?
I'm done with it.
Thumbs up if you want more. Yay? Alana says yay. Chris says no way. Okay, sorry, Chris. I feel like you actually say no when you actually really are up for it. So I'm going with Alana. This is a good one.
I'm looking at a photograph of my mum, so that's motivating me.
She's telling you that she wants you to try, Alana. That's right.
She'd be tickled pink for this.
Okay, friends. This is one of my favorites. We're going to do a standing leg raise and then go to our standing pigeon. Okay?
You're really not
Chair
being
is
my friend
optional.
today.
Yeah, I'm being nice. You guys, some of you can hang on to each other. Some of you hang on to your other things. All right, ready? Right knee up, hug it in. You may want to grab it with both hands. So you feel this left leg not sagging down, but lift it up. Grow as long as you can. Good. Some of you may stay here or just hold it with one leg. Some of you may let go. Use your muscles, straighten out your leg. Give me your foot.
Oh.
Strong here, good.
Oh, I get it.
Reaching through your toes, breathe. All right, bend your knee, cross it over your left thigh. come down. You might grab the chair
Oh, that's for sure.
or take your hands to your right knee and your right ankle. Bend your left knee, push your hips back. Now you're in your standing pigeon. You should feel this in this right back of your hip here.
Oh,
Good. And look, I have a figure 4, so I have a space in here. See, Elizabeth? I have a space, so I don't go, I'm not here, I'm gonna have it out here. And then I'm just sitting, bringing that leg out.
sorry, I'm son.
Good job, guys. See, that was awesome. All right, you may want to turn around if you are holding on with your chair with the other leg. We're taking our left knee up. I think one reason why yoga is great is that you really can't do any of this without recruiting through your abdominal muscles, right? So we got to hug in here, maybe hug in your left knee with both hands. Good. Some of you may stay here. Some of you may let go and start to extend that leg. Breathe, flex your toes, lift, suck up through the belly, use your core, glutes are tight, breathe. Good, bend your left knee, cross it on top of your right thigh, making that figure 4 space. Anchor your right hand on your left ankle, left hand on your left knee. Bend your right knee and sit back a little bit. If you've got your chair, you might want to have that beside you to hang on to. Good.
Yeah.
Big opening as you sit down here. Good. Lift your chest a little bit. Rise all the way up. Woo, good job, guys. Move that chair out of the way. But keep it handy. We'll put our legs up on it at the end. So I'm going to turn my chair where I'll be able to set my legs up on it. To swing it around. Cross your ankles. Lay down on your back. Take your blanket or your block and lift your legs and put that underneath your hips so you get waterfall, getting your hips up a little higher here, taking your feet straight up towards the sky.
Oh.
Let all the stuff that we carry around, like heavy weights, let it all drain from your feet. Feel your heart beating. Appreciate the challenge that you just went through of figuring out your balance. That's the challenge, right? How do we spend time doing the things that align with our values and still get the things done that seem like they're so important? Finding that balance is tricky. Just like standing on one leg. If your legs are really tired here, you could support the backs of your legs. You could even bend your knees and hug your knees towards your chest. But if you're okay, just take another moment here, letting your legs be up towards the sky. And I invite you to take your arms out wide with your palms up and close your eyes. Feel your chest rise and fall. Can you practice the moment you have a little bit of stillness coming back to a steady, deep breath? You did really great today.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if you look like you're the cover of the yoga magazine. It matters that you showed up and you tried. And for you, you were really trying, and we're all starting in different spots. We're not even worried about where we're going to go. We're just going to be grateful for the experience, the opening, the effort right now. Take a big breath in and an open sigh out. Good. Keep your hips on that block and just lower your feet to the floor, putting your heels down, taking your feet out a little bit wide. You get a big opening through your low back and your ribs and your hips here by having your hips elevated with your feet on the floor. Take your legs out straight so that your hips are still on the block. Yeah, but you extend your legs. You get a little pressing up of your lower back. Good. Find a moment, breathe. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. Press up through your heels, lift your hips, take that block out of the way, and take as much time in this bridge pose now that you're in as you'd like. It may feel good to just stay here for a moment, experience pressing through your heels, lifting your toes, pushing the weight into your shoulder blades. Or some of you may just be ready to go ahead and lower your hips all the way down. Take one more breath, and let's all squeeze and lower down slow, 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 all the way till you get to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your shoulders, anchor your hands on the front of your legs, and give yourself a squeeze. Finding some compression through your abdomen with hugging your legs in and lifting up your chest. Good. Hey, put your hands behind your knees, and then let's gently rock up and down on the mat. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can just go over to your side and bring yourself up to your hands and knees. But otherwise, it doesn't have to be a lot. Hold on to the backs of your legs. Be careful of your chair. And let's all meet on our knees. Our last hip and back opening, we'll do camel. So if you have your block handy, put that block on the floor between your knees. And I'm standing up on my knees, not sitting back. So stand up, lifting up your hips. All right, your hands can just go on your hips or to the small of your back, fingers down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. We'll start here. Pressing your elbows together, start pushing your hip bones forward. Lift through your chest, let your throat open, gaze back. Big opening through the body here. Good, really good. Push the small of your back forward. Breathe, good, then lift back up. Take a counter pose, drop your hips towards your heels. You can keep that block there, just drop your forearms to the mat. Take a little mini child's pose. Take a breath. All right, rise back up. I like the block between my knees because I feel like it gives me an anchor. I can squeeze a little bit there. If that's not working for you, you don't have to have it, but it is like that's about the distance you want. Tuck the toes on your right foot. We're going to take the right arm up and around. Reach for your right heel.
Okay.
Some of you may just want to stay like this. Some of you may find you can extend your left arm up to the sky. Be gentle with your upper body here. Reach, push your hips forward. So I'm not dropping the hips back. I'm pushing forward. Good. Reach a lot through your left hand. Breathe. Use these abdominal muscles, belly in. Unwind. Relax your right foot. Tuck your left toes to the mat. Heel is up. Take your left arm up and around. Reach for your left heel. Right hand can stay on your hip or reach up. Push your chest and your hip bones forward. Let your head hang back. It's a little hard to breathe here as you lift your diaphragm. Try to stay in the breath. Reach through your right hand Good. Belly tight. Come back around. Good. Drop your hips. Little child's pose just to reset. Good. I'm going to give you the option. You can either go ahead and lay down on your back and take soles of your feet together and start to find your rest. Or if you want to try one more full camel, we'll go for both at the same time. Full camel is actually with your feet down. So be mindful of that. I think that takes a pretty good amount of back flexibility, but just so you know, you reach the arms back and you find this with the feet down. All right, we start with the toes tucked. It's important to rotate your shoulder as you go back. So we're not just reaching back, we are rotating the arm around as you reach back. All right, this is optional. You can just go ahead and lay down or find this full camel. It's whatever you have left in your tank.
Done.
Good listening. Breathe in. All right, we had to get worn out before the end. Let it go. Move the block. We all cried mercy.
Yeah.
Except
Here's my white
Elizabeth,
flag.
she's still ready to go. Yes,
Here's my
white flag.
Yeah.
Wave the white flag. Lay down. Oh. All right, we have our chair, don't forget. So I'm gonna scoot forward, grab that chair, and use it as a place to support my feet. If you have your chair or if you have your wall or whatever, put your legs up. Give yourself some space now to just melt here. I think we moved every joint in our body today, so congratulations on that. Take some deep breaths, let everything go. Clear your mind. I know that's easier said than done, but just bring your awareness simply to your breath. Enough. You are enough. This is a wonderful opportunity for your gratitude practice. If you have some space in your mind to start to acknowledge the gifts that you have. What are you thankful for today? You can keep your legs right where they are. Gently reach your arms up above your head. Bring them behind you. Take a big stretch. Start to make your way over to your side. You're not in a rush. Move as slow as you'd like. To a seat. Bringing your hands together at heart center. Meet me at the top of your mat. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.
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 Namaste.